There are moments in our life where we are standing in harvest, but we have become so jaded by the process, so discouraged and so weary that we don't even see the harvest when we're standing in it. So the question is not, will I keep sowing? The question is, can I keep heart? Because my heart will make me sensitive to the moment when harvest is on the way. I feel this prophetically for somebody. I don't know who you are, but I hear God telling me to let you know that I hear the sound of an abundance of rain. No. See, we'd have to go all the way back to 1 Kings to let you know what that means. In 1 Kings, when there was a famine in the land, he sent a prophet to speak to somebody who was wondering when the harvest was coming. And he says, I know you don't see the harvest coming, but I hear rain. It's a rainy day. No, I mean this prophetically. I don't know who this is for. You've been sowing and sowing and sowing, and you're getting weary from the seed you put in the ground. And I hear God saying, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. I hear God saying, don't look at the news. Don't look to your left and don't look to your right. If you keep your eyes on me, you'll see the clouds when they start rolling. You'll hear the thunder before the rain even falls. I hear a sound. I hear a sound. You're about to see in the flesh. You're about to see in your flesh what you've been sowing in the spirit. You're about to see in your life what you've been sowing in the spirit. This weariness is a test. This weariness is a test. If you can pass the test of this weariness. Oh, I feel that prophetically. That wasn't in my notes. But I need you to understand that if you can resist the temptation to let your weariness grow, if you can engage in a fight to keep your heart, you got to get your heart back. You got to get your heart back. Your heart was never connected to the outcome. Your heart was just connected to the obedience. You got to get your heart back. You know why you got to get your heart back? So you don't miss harvest when it comes. You got to get your heart back. Your heart is going to be the sign that lets you know that harvest is on the way. I hear God saying it's going to hit you in your chest before it shows up in your hand. It's going to hit you in your chest before it shows up in your house. It's going to hit you in your chest before it shows up at the office. It's going to hit you in your chest. God says it's going to drop in your spirit when harvest is on the way. It'll drop in your heart when harvest is on the way. Okay. I was so into that too. I don't blame you for that. I was so into that too. If it hit you in your chest, I would make sure that you got some kind of harvest on the way. Paul wants to make sure that this church in Galatia, that they managed to do the hard task of keeping their heart while sowing. So when you realize that you're growing weary, it's not a circumstance issue, it's a heart issue. There's something in my heart that is under attack. And I gotta protect my heart in seasons of weariness. You see, because weariness, it dulls your senses. And I know this because we miss things when we're weary. We don't hear properly when we're weary. We don't know what to do when we're weary. So wouldn't it be just like the enemy to not necessarily put you in a fight that is obvious? He just makes you weary of the fight you're already in. Convinces you that there is no harvest connected to the battle you're in. So when we find Moses in Numbers 20, it is no surprise that he is frustrated. His sister has died, and the Hebrew children are complaining again. And they think that the same God who parted the Red Sea, the same God who delivered them from the oppression of the Egyptians, would bring them into the wilderness and let them die. He's allowed manna to come from heaven. He's proven himself over and over and over again. And Moses is tired from leading a people who just cannot get with the program. And here they go complaining again. His sister has died. He's in the wilderness with these ungrateful people. And they're worried about dying of thirst. And the Lord gives him specific instructions. The Lord says to him to take your rod and speak to the rod. Take your rod. This is the same rod that parted the Red Sea. This is the same rod that in chapters earlier, he struck the rock and water came out of the rock. He says, I want you to take that same rod, but this time I don't want you to strike the rock. I want you to speak to the rock. This is how we know Moses was weary. Because he gets to the rock and he strikes the rock. Wait a minute. That's not what God said to do. But when you're weary, you just do what's worked before. And you miss out on what God is saying to do now. When you're weary, you think the same thing that works back then ought to work right now. You seek God, but you don't actually do what God said because you think that I'll use the same strategy from back then for now. When you're weary, you can have the right strategy at the wrong time. And the right strategy at the wrong time is still the wrong strategy. It was right then, but it's wrong for now. What worked for one kid don't work for the other kid. Right strategy, wrong kid. Right strategy, wrong team. Right strategy, wrong moment. It's not that you don't have the right strategy, you're just standing in the wrong moment for that strategy. So you have to be willing to ask God, what is the strategy for this moment? And to not be so weary that when you're backed in a corner, you pull from what you know.